It's like we are live. Just wait for YouTube to catch up here. YouTube is still showing Chris Hope live. He hasn't been live in 15 minutes. All right. Yeah, finally. What's up, Edward? How's it going, man?
Edward.
Yeah, Chris was over there talking about Mike Kinney. You remember Mike Kinney, right?
Yeah.
Just every once in a while. I guess he went over to Ukraine like it was 8 months ago or whatever. And his family hasn't even heard from him. That's not good.
No.
His family hasn't even heard from him. That's really not good news. What's up, David?
Let's see. David's here. Yep.
Yeah, Dave Ennis.
Let me get this pinned.
Because nobody in the community, I guess, has heard from him since he left. And I think Chris said that he reached out to some of his family members, and they haven't heard from him either. Hopefully, he's just so busy that he hasn't gotten in touch with anybody. But that doesn't sound very good being in a war torn area. What's up, Russell? You think you'd be keeping in contact even more being in an area like that, even if you were busy. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Uh-uh.
I'll make you co-host. Okay, I think I'm pretty much set for right now.
Yep.
Next thing is I got to figure out what the hell's the matter with this.
What was
And
that? What was that? You just
Air 2S. And
why is the one arm all sticking out on it? What happened with it?
I pulled the SD card.
Oh,
And this comes up and says you're not registered, and it won't let me. I tried to put in all kinds of different numbers. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take and open this baby up and see if I can't get it to.
didn't you say before the show started that you logged you out or something?
Yeah, it wouldn't connect. It connected, but it had the restrictions on it. It says I'm not registered, which I am.
Interesting. Unless DJI is requiring you re-register like in their system every so often. I don't know.
But it asked for my email address and that kind of stuff, which is fine and dandy. But I'm out there in the field and I've been registered forever. And you think I can remember what the hell I had it registered under?
You gotta figure out which email it was under.
Yes. God, I hate this. And why it would deregister me, I don't know.
It's unless for some reason they're requiring you re-log in once every so often just to verify. I don't know. Could be a million different reasons why they did that.
Well, and I tried to put in what I've got registered here as my registration, my email and that kind of stuff, and it just doesn't like it.
Well, worst case scenario, you get a hold of DJI and talk to them over the phone and see if there's something they can do for you to help you out. I don't know. Unless somebody in the chat's had that issue. But it actually put restrictions on your drone because of it.
Yeah, it only let me go to 400, 160 feet, and it wouldn't go any further than 500 feet away from it.
It sounds like you're like in a beginner mode or something. I don't know if that has to do with you being logged in or not. That's a little weird. It's almost like sounds like a beginner mode setup or something.
Well, and it keeps asking when I went to go try and fly, it says you're not registered. You're not registered.
Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Account not logged in. I don't know if you could see it or not. See that red marker at the top says account not logged in. DJI Fly has stopped. Open the app again.
uh, Russell said Paul's a beginner.
Account not logged in, it says. In big red and across the top. So if I tap on that, it says flight checklist. Fly with caution. Then it says account not logged in. Flight altitude and distance restricted to 30 meters by 50 meters. Check your log in. And you click on log in. Log in or register.
God damn it. Um,
Read and agree. Yeah, okay, whatever. Next. Wants my password. Password that I have written down is my DJI account. And it comes right back to that same screen that says fly with caution checklist, remote ID functional normal, altitude, okay. Seems like it took it that time. Take off with caution, okay. Oh,
well, probably happened is you were probably getting overworked out there in the field trying to hurry up and get it done. And,
Yep.
you know,
Yeah, I was getting my underwear on a bunch because it was cold. It was 9 degrees. My hands were freezing.
I'm saying you were probably trying to rush to get logged in and just weren't taking your time because you were trying to hurry up.
And there was some other clown down there flying a Mavic 2. Flying a Mavic Air, I think it was. He was flying a ship, and I could hear it. I could hear his controller clicking. He was taking pictures. It's like, why would anybody take pictures? Take video. You can take pictures from video, but you can't change video pictures into video.
Some people don't. And some people don't take videos at all.
Well, it's dumb not to, because then
Well,
you have the whole roll, and you can pick and choose what you want to pull for video for pictures
up, none
from
you.
the video. You can't. In other words, like you take a bunch of pictures and say, "Oh God, I wish I'd taken. Oh, I wish I did it differently. I wish I moved a little." You got video. You just take and select what you want.
There's a lot of guys on those Facebook groups though that they don't take any video. All they do is pictures.
Anyway, we'll see what happens. The other thing that comes to mind while you and I are talking is I'm down on the border between U.S. and Canada, and I wonder if there's some new kind of restriction.
I mean, I wouldn't think so because seems like you just fixed it. I mean, it's 100% possible you could have logged yourself out. Like hit the log out, not realized it. Or it could have done it because it wanted you to re-verify your account. Some companies will do that like every 6 months or something. They may log you out and want you to log back in to re-verify.
I haven't logged in years.
There's some companies that make you change your password every 3 months.
Yeah, screw them people.
Like ADP's is a company that does payroll and all that.
Yeah.
And they have like all my tax forms and everything. They make you go in every 3 months and change your password. What's up, Laura?
Laura, she's got the kiddies this weekend.
Mike
Well,
sounds great. What?
She just added one kitty to the bunch because you got to count David and the kids.
Off.
She's responsible for David.
I think they go home today, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's Sunday.
Oh, they've already gone home, Laura said.
Oh. So everything's going to settle back to normal. Well, normal.
Matter of fact, don't you go live today? Yeah, today's Sunday. Laura goes live today. 2 p.m. Eastern.
2 o'clock Eastern time, Laura live.
Yeah,
Little
so.
Llama Laura.
I woke up at like 2 or 3 o'clock this morning though. Just I had that fever break again. I was sweating. And I woke up to cool off for a minute. And I was looking at my phone and it said something on Discord. Laura was live. I was like, what? I checked Discord and YouTube and everything. She wasn't live. It was just an uploaded video to Discord.
Oh, she uploaded the video.
It said there was a live uploaded or something.
Well, then does she post? Because I don't do that. You know, some people post that reminders that are out there all the time. It's like, oh, you know, this Wednesday at you know, join. I know Johnny Fire does that, and somebody else. And I don't do any of that.
Like football. Like, what are you talking about? Soccer or actual football? Like in American terms, Laura.
Well, the Michigan game, I'm sure she's talking about Gitchy. The Lions play today,
Time they play it.
3:00 Eastern time,
Okay.
right during her live stream. I think she's going to do planning on doing what we were doing that one day, doing oral replay with people.
Yeah, it sucks you can't fucking play the game without getting copyrighted. God, dude, this cough is annoying the shit out of me.
Right. Can I just vent my frustration?
Do you have to go to the doctor to be checked out or what, Justin?
No,
Hold on.
Because it's no fun being sickly.
what were you saying, David?
That I just want to vent my frustrations
Okay, go
What?
ahead.
because fucking hate football.
His team lost today.
Oh,
No. We didn't lose. We was cheated out of it.
That's what every loser says.
that's what they say.
No. You have a referee that every fucking player on the pitch, right, loses control and he's dying, desperately looking to give a penalty away to the opposition team. You know you're having a bad day, right? There should have been 3 minutes time added on. Yet they get a penalty in the 94th minute. Game finishes after 90. And it wasn't a penalty.
Laura.
It hit the underside of his chest and bounced onto his arm. How can you avoid that? That's not a penalty. It's not deliberate. Not a penalty.
Finished it.
I
What do you
still,
think, what do
and
you
I still
think,
wanna
Laura?
now, still want to say we all hate lead scum. Cheating fuckers.
It's just a game.
You don't need to talk about the Lions like that.
What?
You're talking about Lions being scum? What?
Wait. No. I tell you what, if you get issues like that tonight, right, I'm going to be cursing everywhere.
Excuse me.
Right? I've had enough of cheats and dodgy things, so let's have a genuine game tonight.
A real game.
Well, have you learned a little bit more about it so you understand it a little bit more?
Are you still
Yes.
asking me questions?
Yes, what it is, they all shove their asses in in each other's face, and then when one farts, the other one grabs the ball and launches it cross field. Somebody runs, tries grabbing it, and if they grab it, great. If they don't, they're an idiot. And
No, seriously though, have you learned more about it or no?
yeah, I'm learning more about it. I'm going
Once
along.
you understand all of it, it's a little bit better.
What I've learned so far, they all crouch down, one farts, the other one throws the ball, they all run and catch it, right? And then
all the rest of them pile on.
yeah, and all the rest of them pile on for no reason at all. They just pile in. Yeah, any excuse to have a ruck and a quick dig in the ribs, and then they get up and they go for an advert, and then they come back.
You do know I'm letting you have a one-off by discussing
Yeah.
football on my stream, though.
And
What's up, Mark?
I've also learned that you guys have got a serious problem. The amount of adverts for blue pills.
Sorry, Mark, I didn't see you in the chat. What's up, buddy? No, dude, the pharmaceutical industry, they do so much advertising over here.
I've
Well,
seen.
there's some networks I swear is being run by the pharmacy companies.
Oh, Purdue especially, man. They fucking and
Oh.
Pfizer does so many damn commercials. Pfizer spends billions a year doing commercials. I'm not even kidding. They spend billions in advertising. It's like, do you really need to advertise medicine? Like, somebody's going to get it eventually anyway. But whatever. Because you know how many times I've seen those commercials? Ask your doctor about this medication. I've never gone in and asked my doctor about any medication. I just go in there and say, something's wrong with me. And they say, oh, it's this, this, and this. We're going to give you this. Okay.
Yeah, and they have the other thing too. I don't know if you do it over there, David, but in the U.S., they like to advertise by giving you almost a song and a dance. You know, it's like
And then,
Go on.
yeah, advertising doesn't make any sense over here. They let alcohol companies advertise, even though there's millions of people killed all the time, or not millions, but there's hundreds, thousands every year killed by drunk driving. There's thousands of domestic violence cases every year from drinking. That's okay, but cigarettes are such a big problem. They're not allowed to advertise or anything. Doesn't make any sense.
right? No, gotta go. Come on.
Alcohol is just as bad as cigarettes, if not worse.
Yeah, go out of here.
And they're allowed to advertise, and cigarette companies aren't.
Well, that wind is coming in.
You stop farting then, don't you?
By the way,
What?
that earlier on,
Mm.
it was either an earthquake or an explosion.
It was one of the two that shut the whole flat. Or did you have a bad problem?
Yeah, earlier on, we just sat here watching football. All of a sudden, the whole building shook and the windows rattled.
On the,
What happened? Was it from wind or something?
We don't. Well, if it was wind, that was a hell of a gust. I mean, it is windy, but it's
not that windy yet.
not enough to rock a brick building.
It sound like a sonic boom or something, like from a plane breaking the sound barrier or something
No,
like that.
literally, it lasted about 3 seconds.
That's possible. You guys had a small tremor and didn't realize it.
Yeah, that's what I was
But-
thinking. Either a tremor or somebody's property's gone kaboom.
Or you just farted.
He just farted and scared himself. He's like, oh.
What's that?
No, I thought that might have been smoke over there, but it's not.
Because one of them that had come out before, saw nobody else was out and just went straight back in.
Yeah, that was quite a weird one.
Thanks, Dad.
I don't know. Have you guys looked on your
It doesn't update that quick, unfortunately.
you guys don't have a thing for your
Yeah, we have an
Well-
earthquake monitor
uh
website, but
They're slow.
have you looked up the USGS one? Because they usually monitor worldwide and update pretty quickly. They're wired into a lot of the ones around the world.
Don't know if I want Justin on my panel today.
crikey, we've had quite a few over the last couple of days. 3.9 off the coast of Scotland
Yeah, Scotland gets them quite often.
and 2.9 off coast of Eastbourne.
I mean, that's enough to give you a little shake, but it's not. Those are
It's the
relatively
21st.
tiny.
So,
Those are relatively small, though.
yeah, they've not updated it since the 18th.
Got pain in my face. Do-do.
Yeah, the United States Geological Survey, they monitor a lot of the things around the world. They actually have their own things in some other countries too. This cough is pissing me off.
Pissing me off too. I can hear it.
You've had an earthquake in Little Creek I'm guessing that's California. CA.
Yeah, it'd be California. That's perfectly normal for California to have quakes.
That happened 4 minutes ago. So you guys are on it.
Yeah, that's why I said they update pretty quickly.
Bluey,
You had another one like earlier in Indonesia.
halfway down the curtain.
Are you on the USGS site?
David,
Yeah.
David.
Yeah, they update live. I think they're actually live all the time.
Oh.
So you get them within a couple minutes after it happens. But California has earthquakes all the time, but sometimes they're so deep that people don't actually feel them. But the sensors will pick them up, you know. And then sometimes man-made shit can set off those sensors.
Oh yeah, there was when we was having the shelling, running for shell gas. That was setting off a lot. Trying to be blind. There's been about 6 in California today. Papua New Guinea, Indonesia, they're all in California.
Yeah, there's actually been man-made explosions that have set those sensors off that registered as earthquakes, and they weren't.
Yeah, Alaska's had one. Papua New Guinea.
Like I said, yeah, they have sensors all over the world because it's kind of it's a U.S. agency, but they kind of monitor a lot of stuff around the world.
Yeah. Oh, there's one in Greece.
That was slippery.
Well, a lot of other countries too, they're tied into each other too, as they kind of like to monitor each other and share data and all that.
No, there's been no earthquake in the UK.
I don't think that's a thing over here, Mark. Although the military pretty much can do what they want. To think the FAA really has control over what they do is kind of laughable, to be honest with you. If the military wants to do something, trust me, the FAA can piss off.
Just trying to get Mia in. Be right back.
No, nothing for the UK.
Hi, Mia.
So that was an explosion somewhere.
I don't think they do over populated areas, Mark, but I think they can go supersonic over like rural areas. Just not like really populated areas like cities and stuff. Only because you can break windows out and shit doing that. Either that or there's going to be some kind of height limit on it. You know, you have to be over a certain height limit.
And Mia's out there stroking around in the snow, and God, it's cold.
Yeah, she
Must
might
be-
like it though.
Most people's dogs, they go out, they come in. They go out to come in. She's got to cruise the whole yard, check everything out, look for everything, anything that is not where it should be.
Honestly, being knee deep in that snow, it might feel good on her joints and stuff if she's having,
Well,
if she's
yeah,
really
but
sore.
it's probably freezing her ass. Yeah.
I'm saying it might feel good though, like kind of like how sports guys take ice baths.
Could be.
Maybe that's why she likes sitting out there. Maybe it feels good to her. Because I mean, if she didn't like it or was uncomfortable, she wouldn't stay out there long. So she must enjoy being out there if wanting to take her sweet time. 'Cause if she didn't like it, she'd definitely go out there and go to the bathroom and run right back in.
David, a question I have for you is, can you guys watch the game over there?
We
Yeah.
can. We watch it more live than you guys do. You remember last week we were seeing it before you guys.
What is it carried by a local station or what?
Yeah, our local Sky Sports cover it.
Ooh, so I could have it on the TV in the back.
Yes, but you can't have. You can have sound, but you can't have the actual image.
Nobody will see it.
Do you have
There'd have to be
British?
paying attention in the background of me.
Was
Do you
that?
have any like British commentators that do the game, or is it all just?
No, it's just a rehash of you guys.
Uh-huh.
We just don't have your adverts. Thank God.
Yeah, you guys have your own.
Mm.
Well, that's because they're going to do them based on whatever country they're in. Like, they're obviously not going to show you American adverts. That make no sense.
Wow. Ryan Laws just said, I wish I'd have seen this. He's just said he's going to see the referee after the press conference, and he doesn't care if he gets sacked by the club or fined by the EFA or EFL. He's calling that referee out. I rest my case.
For the longest time, for like 2 weeks straight, I kept getting Australian advertisements on my phone when I'd watch YouTube and shit. And I kept forgetting that my damn VPN was set to Australia. And I was like, why the fuck am I keep getting Australian ads? Like for their cell phones and all that. And I was like, what the hell?
Oh yeah.
And then like finally I realized my VPN was set for Australia. I was like, that's why. As soon as I turned it off, I started getting American ads again.
I was missing Tim that much.
Andrew wants to know, Laura, who will win the Lions game?
The Lions, of course.
Well, since Laura, to be honest, doesn't know a lot about football, I wouldn't say she's really going to answer that definitively. She's just going to say the line because that's who she's going for.
Don't give my secret away, Justin. Oh.
Well, I'm saying you're not going to give Andrew no technical reason why the Lions are going to win.
Well, what you could do, Laura, is you could tell them your feelings on the passing game and the.
I didn't watch the passing game. I was watching the back of my eyelids.
Oh.
And I fell asleep during the one before that too.
Well, the other question I have, Laura, just to qualify to let them know that you're not just passe on the whole thing. What's the name of the Lions quarterback?
I have no fucking clue.
Well, that's pretty close.
Could have Googled it. I'm on my computer right now.
Well, like I said, if you guys get into it a little bit more and like learn the rules and the different plays and all that, it's just really not that hard to learn the basics of football. You probably get a little bit more into it, or you might not. I mean, it is what it is. Some
Yeah,
people get into it, some people don't.
Come on, I only need 3.
I mean, the basics of the NFL or football are pretty easy to learn. Because you really don't have to get into all the, who's getting a draft pick and who's doing this and all that. You don't really have to get into all that. You just watch your team play. They win, they win. If not, oh well. Move on. Because you know how they do those like the pregame shows where all the guys are sitting around talking about it and everything?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's guys, dude, to sit and watch all that shit. I'm just like, nope, I'm good. I'm not gonna sit and watch 2 hours of that bullshit.
We have this with football as well, or we used to have. You used to have like an hour build game. Now, like half an hour.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it's like that with most sports. Like when they do the Super Bowl, dude, there's like 4 hours of just commentators bullshitting about the teams and talking and regurgitating the same shit
Bowl,
for 4 hours straight.
If Detroit are there, it'll be on, but I won't be watching all that crap.
I want to watch halftime show.
Well, like I said, for like there's like a 4 or 6 hour period before the actual game where these commentators just sit and talk about the same shit over and over.
Yeah,
regurgitate the same crap. And there's people that sit and watch all that shit, and I'm like, no, hell no.
What I also want to say is, if Detroit are not there, it's not being on my TV, and if Laura wants to watch it, she can go over and watch it at Paul's.
Super Bowl's pretty it's actually one of the highest rated television.
It's the most
in the US.
Let's be honest, it's one of the most overhyped games on the planet. Yeah, because at the end of the day, it's still going to be the same thing. One team's going to lose, one team's going to win.
It's kind of like soccer.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're...
No, I agree. There are overhyped games, but nothing like what the Super Bowl is. That is well overhyped for a game. Yeah. We have the FA Cup final. It's beamed around the world. Yeah. There's something like 250 odd million last year that watched the FA Cup final. At the end of the day, it was just still the same. Overhyped crap, lots of adverts. One team won, one team lost, and no one talks about it again.
So last year, they estimated between 112 and 114 million people watched the Super Bowl.
It'd probably be more than that. Because what they estimate...
That's just the US.
Yeah, but that's what they estimate is how many TV sets are watching it, not how many people are gathered round that TV set.
Oh, well, that's what I'm saying is that's just the estimate in the US. About a third of the population are actually tuning into it. But like you said, how many people are sitting around each TV? It could be 2 people, it could be 20 people at somebody's house having a barbecue,
Yeah. 2.5 people, somebody got cut in half.
I would say at least half the pop. I would estimate I would guess at probably around 200 million in the US, roughly.
I'd say more than
Yeah.
that. How many? What's the population of the US?
330. I wouldn't say that the
All right, yeah,
entire country, but there's a good, I would say at least 200 million.
you're probably right.
Because there's always that big group of people out there that just don't give a shit and they won't watch it. You know.
You mean those people? There's a big game on, and what do? They go shopping. Perfect time to go shopping while everybody else is pissing around watching TV.
Yeah, half the old people in Florida would rather turn into an old episode of Matlock than watch the damn Super Bowl.
Is it on every channel over there though?
No,
Yeah.
it's specific channels.
It's carried on one channel.
And then it depends on which deal they have with what streaming service at the time.
Yeah, because over here the FA Cup finals on ITV and BBC, both at the same time. BBC always win the ratings because there's no adverts, and yeah, it's
Well,
been beamed across the world and reshown, and
people look forward to the commercials over here for Super Bowl because that's when the companies do like really, really funny commercials.
Mm.
Like they get like comedy writers to come in and write like really funny ass commercials. So people actually look forward to them.
good funny advert for ages.
The Super Bowl's been known for that though. Like they'll have just the craziest, funniest commercials. Like I said, like when that movie came out, Castaway with Tom Hanks.
Yeah. Oh, I was
That's
watching.
when they
Yeah, talking about commercials. I was watching YouTube Shorts last night, and I don't know why, but that Bud Light advert kept coming on. You know the the swear jar thing advert for
I
Bud
haven't
Light.
seen that one.
Yeah, well, it's like The Office. They've got a swear jar, and he goes, "What's that for?" She goes, "It's a swear jar." And he goes, "Well, what's going to happen to the money?" She goes, "It goes to the beer fund at the end of the week." So they're all going fuck, 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 and swearing in meetings and that fills up the jar, and at the end they've all got a bottle of Bud White Light, yeah, and it says, everything's better with a Bud Light, yeah, but somebody edited it. Yeah, it goes, everything's better with a Bud Light. And then this guy dressed as a woman comes across. He goes, "Where's the trans people at?" Just he walks off.
Yeah, that's the type of commercials they'll do, and they'll do like I said, when Castaway the movie came out was right around Super Bowl, and so FedEx did a commercial because the movie had FedEx in it. Well, FedEx did a commercial where at the end of the I don't know if you ever seen the movie, but at the end of the movie, Tom Hanks he saved one package, didn't open it on the island, and he actually delivers it to the lady. Well, in the commercial, he delivers the package to the lady. She opens it up. She goes, "Oh, it's got my survival kit in it, my water filter, my sat phone, and all this other shit that he could have used to get off the island." Right? It had a satellite phone and a water filtration system and a fire starter and all this shit in there. It was like for survival.
I would absolutely love to work in an advertising department.
Yeah, that's
Especially for the delivery companies, because I would take the piss out of, all the bad publicity they get.
what's up, Jody.
So, like over here, are always getting blamed for packages and stuff like that. I'd be taking the piss out of it. I have the guy at his front door. He goes, "You got me a package?" And he goes, "Yeah," and then launches it over the top of the building and goes, "Go fetch."
Yeah, some years it's been kind of hit or miss. There's been some years where the commercials are kind of and then there's been other years where they were just on point. And damn near every commercial would have you on the floor laughing.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of a big thing over here every year with the Super Bowl. People actually look forward to the ads. They try to make them fun and enjoyable instead of just boring ads in between the game.
Yeah, the Budweiser lizards, they were funny.
What?
Oh, Louis. Wasn't me.
Actually,
Oh,
wonder.
sure. The sign just fell, didn't it?
Let me look up Bud Light stock. I'm kind of curious if they ever made a comeback. They got so much heat
Oh,
last year.
well, like I said, it was definitely somebody taking the piss. So I can't see Bud Light doing the transferring at the end. We'd have heard about that. That would have gone mental.
At a height of 66. It went all the way down to 56. No. They stabilized a little bit, but still not where they were before.
Yeah. So we're expecting winds this evening of 80 to 100 miles an hour.
Oh, boy.
That Mike?
That doesn't make you want to take your parrot out, does it?
No, what it makes me want to do is stand outside and wait for a new trampoline to come blowing past. That's mine.
You don't ever take no, you don't have any birds that you can take outside and let fly around?
No, we wouldn't do that. They're all disabled, so apart from Bluey and Rio.
Oh, because there's this one guy who has a macaw and he actually takes it out to I've seen him on YouTube.
Yeah,
They'll
they're
actually
all
go out to the local parks and stuff, and the parrot will take off and go fly around the park and kind of enjoy itself, and then it'll come land back with his owner, and then they go
great.
back home.
Yeah, great. But then you've got the problem of one, you run the risk of flyaway. You have the risk of it being attacked by the local birds because let's be honest, a big eagle seeing a blue parrot is like, fucking hell, they've given me some food in my diet, right? And then you've got the bird illnesses out there.
Yes.
If you want to put your bird at risk like that,
Oh,
fine.
I don't think he's looking at it as a bad thing, though.
It's not a bad thing in general.
I
If
think he's just trying to take his bird out, stretch its wings.
if all them things were not there, but yeah, when if we took our birds out, they go on a harness. They could fly probably about a meter
Hey,
away.
Night Train, good morning.
That's as far as they get away, 1 meter.
Are you working with Sean, or are you just doing it on your own, Mike?
The Lynn used to take her parrot walking around the neighborhood. She had a harness on him.
Exactly.
He'd walk down the street.
Yeah, I don't mind harnesses because it gives your bird the freedom outside to get the feel of the feathers and stuff. But you can keep an eye on it.
Yep. Oh yeah, because she'd walk right alongside of him.
Yeah. If you've got a parrot that, goes out, most of the time it'll come back, but it just takes that one time for it to get spooked
Yep.
and you've lost it. And I can't live with myself with that.
Yeah, because I see on YouTube different times of the year where they'll say, I lost my parrot in this neighborhood or whatever, last seen in a certain tree or.
Oh, yeah. We have that all the time. Over
Or
here.
you just get yourself a falcon. Things ain't spooked by anything.
It's the same thing, though. If it's part of your family, as they say, don't run the risk.
Yep.
Yeah. You can have a falcon and it lands on a branch and then it sees another bird and it goes after him. And your bird's just gone and got it and you brought that bird flu back in. I couldn't live with myself if I did that.
I don't know. The falcons I've seen people with online, they seem to be highly, highly trained.
Of course they are.
I don't think some of those birds are just gonna fly off and go do their own thing.
You'd be surprised. Put it this way, Justin. If they ever took you out, right, let you off your harness, and you saw a taco van with 3 tacos, would she be able to control you? Hell no.
Well, what? I'm not on a friggin' harness.
There's that about it. Least we don't think that the wifey put you on a harness.
You could just see her dragging him along. Come on, you.
And 2, I'd flatten his tire so he wouldn't be able to drive off anyway. Oh, dude, tacos do sound good. I haven't been to a taco truck in a minute.
In a minute.
No, Sarah and Aubrey went there like a couple weeks ago.
They didn't
And
bring you
Sarah-
any?
Nope. And Sarah told Aubrey not to tell me, and then she told me, and Sarah got so pissed at Aubrey. She goes, I told you not to say nothing.
Yeah. That's what it's like with our nieces. Yeah. Laura will go, we're going to nip to McDonald's. Don't tell David. As soon as they come through the door, we've had a McDonald's and I'm not allowed to tell you.
Oh, yeah, Aubrey don't keep nothing from me. Sarah tries, but Aubrey tells me everything.
So she's your little stool pigeon.
Yeah, Sarah told her not to tell me, and then she came right home and was like, "Oh yeah, we went and had tacos."
Like my sister, when we was kids, my dad used to hide away from the TV man, you know, when he used to come to collect the money every week. And one day he knocked on the door and you could tell he was angry. So he banged on the door. My dad hid behind the sofa and said to my sister, go and tell him we're not in. I'm not in. So my sister does. She opens the door and she goes, my dad said he's not in. So the guy goes, well, where is your dad? She went, he's hiding behind the sofa.
Oh, nice, Mike. Mike, was that DDR5 or DDR4 memory on that newborn that you did?
Tell you what, Laura, I think we're going to get a lot of rain as well this evening.
Fucking freedom. I thought you was just about to say, can you go out?
Oh, hopefully, at least you all got it up and running and everything. That's cool. Okay, DDR4.
So what time are you on today, Laura?
Same time I am every Sunday.
2 p.m. Eastern.
2 p.m. Eastern time.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently, you can take PS1 games and put them in a Discman and actually listen to the soundtracks off of them.
Really?
Didn't know that.
Well, now you do.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's why I want to get a board like that, Mike. I want to have a second SSD. Plus, for some reason, my board doesn't have a PCIe slot, so That's another reason why I want to update my motherboard. Like I can add more shit to like more USB ports, but you have to plug it straight onto the motherboard and all that into the USB plugs. There's a different way to do it if you don't have a PCIe slot.
I'll go and check that in a second.
Built-in Wi-Fi boost and Bluetooth as it should have. It should be standard. I actually want to get one of the motherboards that's got the white color. Man, those things look nice. Where everything's outlined in white.
Yeah.
Those really popping like if you have like an all black case with a glass panel like mine, those boards really pop on the inside, like just the white accent around everything. Look really nice on there. Here's football for you, David.
Hey, Waterboy! Is your girlfriend gonna save you again?
No, no, sir. I'm gonna take matters into my own hands. You'll see.
Bring it to the hole! Your ass is mine! Woo! Woo! Woo!
You sound like a big choo-choo train. Power bomb. Compliment.
Well,
Second here.
I think I'm going to shut it down. We got 13 people watching and pretty slow. David, thanks for coming in, my friend. And Justin, we'll see you maybe later today, or you're going to be watching a football game, I would imagine.
Yeah. I'm going to do a live before Laura goes live on Eurodrucks, I think.
Okay. All right. Okay, everybody in the chat, thanks for being here. We'll see all of you again later today.
Catch you later.
Bye for now.